So the first student that we'll be looking at is sophomore A. And when I talked to him at the beginning of the school year and tried to figure out what was going on, he said that he had issues with his English class, specifically test anxiety and recall, and had a hard time understanding certain terminologies and remembering them and finding different ways to recall. And the teacher showed similar concerns that the student was not doing successful in tests. And the student would actually, it got to the point where he wouldn't even show up to school the day that there were tests, and then he wouldn't take retakes. And so he got a lot of zeros and was eventually put on an academic watch in order for him to improve. And talking to him throughout the semester and looking at his grade report and feedback from him and his teacher, I incorporated into my curriculum something called Dalcroze Eurythmics, which involves a kinesthetic approach to understanding musical terminology and understanding a musical scale, bum 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 bum, and using different hand motions and body movements to help remember specific things. So, for an example, if we're talking about pitch, pitch is it's kind of the highness and the lowness of a sound, and so there's pitch is the highness and the lowness of the sound, and this sounds really nerdy, but that's what I did. And so I was able to work with this student, and he was able to use kinesthetic movements and things to help him remember basically mnemonic devices, but from a musical perspective, and that helped him kind of get his stress out with the test taking and to remember specific things in order to recall, have a better recollection of what he needed to remember on the test. So the student started out, when I first looked at it, his progress report showed he had a D in the class, had a lot of zeros. In October, it went down to an F, and that's when he was put in an academic watch. And when we introduced this curriculum, by the end of the semester, as of yesterday, he is ending the class and he's passing it with a C. And so he, with feedback from the student, he's told me that the use of movement and using musical terminology and using things for recall has actually helped him to improve his scores in English.